Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I want to share with you my 2026 running goals. I'm Jay, guys, this is Not Fast, Not Last, and I am making this video for myself more than anyone. I am now going to hold myself accountable and public to these goals, and I want to give you a bit of background and then explain to you the goals I'm setting for myself with running in 2026. We've got some time goals, we've got some non-time goals that are just more around things I want to achieve in running. We've got some stuff maybe even linked to the channel, and I'd love to know your input on them and what your goals are for 2026. So buckle in, let us know yours below. Let's get stuck into it. You know what? Let's start with the non-time goal related stuff. They of course exist for every distance, which I'm going to share with you, but let's start with the non-time related stuff. The first one is around my weekly mileage. So in my marathon block, I think I peaked at the mid 50s. What I'd love to be able to achieve by the end of 2026 is to be able to run 60 to 70 kilometers a week consistently without adverse fatigue and it impacting my personal life and my job and things, and just be comfortable. Now, I'm not concerned about how I run that, whether it's lightning fast, easy runs, recovery runs, but I'm getting a lot of sense of achievement in being able to stack mileage week on week. And we actually know that that's where growth is going to come from anyway, and improvement. But yeah, goal number one is to see if I can push my weekly mileage up to the 60 and 70k mark. Can't wait. The next one is S and C. Now, I'm sure you hear this a lot in the running world, and I'm sure I'm not in the minority when I say I don't just neglect my S&C, I probably actively avoid it. Now, coming out of my first marathon block, I can tell you that it was definitely a huge mistake. I'm going to try and learn from it. So I am now committing and saying to the world and all four of you that might watch this, S&C is now mandatory in my training week. When life was busy, or just because I can't find the same enjoyment in it, every week the S&C would be the thing that got cut. The runs I was religious about, they took pride and place in the schedule, but the S&C is as, if not more important. So now if something needed to give, I can't believe I'm going to say this to a camera where people can point me at it afterwards, a run would be dropped over the S&C. I learned in the marathon, I need to work on it. It's a huge weakness, and I'm only going to reap the benefits, not just in terms of race times and achievements, but also just kind of my physical betterment and longevity. The S&C has to be an absolute staple. So S&C, mandatory, weekly, number 2. And then number 3, guys, is just around trying new things and enjoyment. So what I mean by that is I've just come out of a very big kind of marathon block, and as much as I did a lot of stuff within that, remember, we run because we enjoy it and we love it. So the next one is to ensure I'm enjoying it and trying new things. So what that means is run with friends more. It's very easy in a marathon block especially to be your goals and your plan being very different than everyone else's, so it's hard to sync up. So I want to make sure where possible, adapting what I do and getting out with friends more, meeting new people more, and also trying new things. I've never done a trail run, and there are a few people absolutely badgering me to do it, so I'm going to commit to trying that this year. I've never ran on a track, and I know I'm going to love that. So it's so easy to just get so locked in, but keep the enjoyment there, and you'll probably try harder, enjoy it more, and do better anyway. So I'm going to try new things, run with other people more. And those are my non-time specific goals for 2026. But let's get into the juicy stuff, which is my target race times. Right, we're going to start at the marathon and we're going to work down in distance. And I think actually now I've tried them all, that is also enjoyment. Love the marathon and half marathon, probably half marathon favorite. 5K, not fun. So marathon. I ran my first marathon ever after a year of training, and I was so blessed and so proud to have hit a 3:58.18. Loved it. I know there was a few areas I went wrong, and I've already signed up to my second marathon, which is Abingdon, which I can't wait for in October, and I am going to be aiming for 3:30 to 3:40. Now that is a big old jump. That is 18 to 28 minutes off my marathon time, but I've got 6 months. I've grown a lot. I've learned from the mistakes I made in the first marathon. I think it might be achievable, because one thing I'm going to do is back myself more. So we are going for a 3:30 to 3:40 marathon come October in Abingdon. Oh, it's scary saying it. Half marathon. I love this distance. I love this distance. And I certainly think as a runner, I prefer running long than fast and short. But the half marathon, I love. I've done lots of them. I was doing them in my training block. Obviously, I did Manchester half in October. What a distance, I love it. And I couldn't be prouder of my half marathon time, which currently sits at 1:48 that I did at Run Through Aintree, about halfway through my marathon block. I want to get that down to 1 hour, 40 minutes in 2026. By the way, guys, any of these, let me know if you think I can do them, if I can't do them. There's one that I think is very optimistic, but we're going to shoot big. I'm sure you'll figure out which one that is. I've not got to it yet. But let me know if you think I can achieve these goals, and I'd love to know what your goals are below. Okay, next up is the 10K. This one is probably very obvious to a lot of you, because if you watch the channel, you'll see that I'm working on this next and right now. And that is, I am targeting a 45-minute 10K. Straight off the marathon block, the first thing I did was do a time trial, and I am at 47 minutes currently. So I think this is going to be the one I obtain first. And I'm very keen to get this one knocked down. And a 45-minute 10K would be an incredible one for me in 2026. And if you'd have told me a year ago that I'd be trying any of these time goals I'm setting, I'd tell you were mad. But yeah, we're going to get a 45-minute 10K. I'm going to try and get that done by the summer, because there's a lot of work to do around all the other goals I've set. But last, and very optimistically, the 5K. Can't believe I've actually committed to this one. I don't want to say I'm fairly confident I'm going to get the 10K time. That's happening. I think I'll get the half. The marathon's aggressive and scary because it's such a different beast, but this is the one that I think is very optimistic. Do you know what? Even if I get close to it, cool, but that's not the mindset. We're gonna get it. I'm gonna try and get a 20-minute 5K in 2026. Now, I hate the 5K, and I know this goal is probably a little beyond what my skill set is saying I could achieve this year, but I'm pretty relentless with this stuff. I'm quite aggressive when I've got a target in mind. I'm going to go for it. And also, I think the training for this, the dedicated training to this, is going to make me love speed work more. When I first started working with my coach, I hated intervals and that sort of work. Now really starting to find enjoyment in it. I want to love it like I do the marathon long runs and things. So I think this block is going to be incredible for my development as a runner. It's obviously going to make me faster, and it's a very aggressive goal that might be out of reach, but we're going for it. Those are my race day goals. Which of those do you think I'm going to achieve? Which do you think I haven't got a chance in hell? Let me know below. And then last but not least, and I won't labor on this one too much, and that's this channel. I love this channel. I love documenting my running journey. Some of the feedback I've had is incredible. I feel like I've actually helped some people, which is exactly why I do this. I'm not an expert, but you can learn from my mistakes and the things I'm teaching myself along the way. Hopefully it's relatable and hopefully you're enjoying it. Mission accomplished. But I've set myself some goals that I'm classing as part of my running goals for 2026, which are tied to the channel. The first is, of course, to grow. Now look, it's very difficult when you're in the content creation space not to get locked on with subscribers and views. It is a thing, and maybe I gamify it in my head and we enjoy it, and that's why we as creators push to make better videos, more videos. But I really want to grow this year. I would love to get to 1,000 subscribers. Again, that might be more aggressive than my 5K time, but that would be incredible. And just knowing the bigger I get, the more reach I've got and the more people I'm helping and becoming part of this community, I'll take that over the race times. That would be incredible. Other than that, guys, and to achieve that, I want to get more consistent. I want to get 2 videos a week out. That's got to be it, unless life and training and all the other stuff is absolutely snowing me under, because the training will always come first. I'm going to aim for 2 videos a week as much as possible in 2026. And then the last point, guys, is I just want to engage you all more. I want to spend more time talking. I want to grow a community in other ways than just you've clicked on me in YouTube and watching me absolutely talk nonsense like now. So there you go, guys. Those are my goals for 2026. We've got some non-race related ones that I want to do in terms of growing in the running space. We've got my race times for each distance. I'd love to know your feedback on those. Some of them make me a little bit anxious, and everything in between, including the channel. What are your race goals? Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. As I said, this is me putting it out into the world, and then I'm going to be working towards these this year while having a lot of fun, learning a lot, and just enjoying this incredible thing which is running along the way.